it's Kiwi. Welcome to Otaku channel, and I'm here with my couple of my friends. Let's bring them here. Aiki,
Hey, yeah, that's me.
introduce yourself, Aiki.
Yeah, of course. I'm Ike Senpai. That's the name I'm going by. You guys can call me Ike. I've been watching anime since I was younger. I think since I went from Japan when I was a child and moving back to the United States, and especially to this day.
All right, and then let's invite Muninn. All right,
Hi,
hi. Introduce yourself, Muninn.
I'm Muninn. I watch anime since I started getting into anime. I think 2008, and yeah, I love anime. And you can just call me Muninn or Muninn.
Okay, and let's get Pizza here.
Hey, thank you for
Introduce
having me.
Introduce yourself, Pizza.
Well, I'm Pizza. You can call me Pizza-Kun, whatever bursts your bubble. I've been in anime like a really long time, so yeah, let's go.
Yes. And before we started, please, we have just put out our social media, so please follow us in our Twitter and also our Twitch and our Instagram as well. So it will be in the description if you guys would follow that, so you guys can keep updates to our channel, and also we post amazing videos. You guys ready to talk about the chapter? Who's excited?
So excited.
Yeah.
So let's start it. So what do you guys think of this chapter so far? Let's start with Muninn.
Honestly, after the last few chapters, like before the 1005, were so amazing, and I got so hyped about them that like 1005 was a little bit of a disappointment for me from the reading experience, and 1006 got like, it's not a hype chapter for me, but it got better than it is better for me than 1005.
Really?
Yes.
All right. What about you, Aiki?
Man, I was gonna say the opposite. I don't know why, but this one just did not. It didn't really do it for me. I understand the start of it all the way to the end. You know, we just came from something so hyped up and so suspenseful that we're kind of like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were waiting for those fights to either commence or to like add something even more crazier coming in. And this one, I felt like it could have rolled into some more of that hype, or it could have concluded some of the stuff that we just got done reading. But yeah, I liked the last chapter better. I did. This one, it just kind of settled for us, for me.
Okay. What about you, Pizza-Kun?
I mean, I have mixed feelings about like both of them. I don't think they're both generally like bad, but it's like it's different because you're skipping every fight the next week, you know, like it's every time a different story to be upheld, and the hype from last week fades in the week like we are currently in. But all in all, I still like the chapter. I mean, seeing Marco like holding up on King and Queen it is interesting, you know, like Whitebeard's second division or first division, sorry, big boy, you know, fighting, seeing it, it's exciting.
Yeah. For me, the chapter for me it has a different take. I like how we get to see different like other fights besides everybody else, because for me it's interesting is because I felt like, yes, they're saving up the hype fight, they're exciting moments, but I felt like we need to know what's happening with Marco, with Kings and Queens. We have to need to know what's going on. And I think the way Oda is putting, he always do this to every chapter, and I really really like it. So I think that what he's doing was good. I know it's the chapter's a little boring, but it's something I really like, and it's like a break from an exciting moment, and the next chapter will be amazing. So if you guys have any questions down, just comment below and we'll answer all your questions. So I have a question for you, Muninn. What do you think of this, his great sacrifice? I can't pronounce his name.
Hyogoro.
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 Mm, so you're getting right to the point.
Yes, we're gonna get this right to the point.
I have mixed feelings about it
Mm-hmm.
because I noticed that I mean Oda changed the way he writes I feel like he changed the way he wrote his side characters. Um,
Mm-hmm.
especially, I think it started with the time skip,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's getting like really intense, and
Mm-hmm.
Oda doesn't kill a character. I mean, he changed it with Pedro. I know it that he killed Pedro, and it's like the beginning. But Oda doesn't kill characters that easily.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it marks the importance of this fight and
Mm-hmm.
the importance of the all of them working together, like the samurai and the straw hats and like all the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah, I have mixed feelings about it.
What about you, Pizza?
I mean, I agree with Munin. It's like the same in Alabasta, like the hawk flying up with like an bomb on his chest, and then all of a sudden he's taking it like full blast and coming back fine.
The whole situation.
I mean, I know it's an anime, but come on. I mean, killing then the other characters, or
Yeah.
some characters, it's a bit weird. But I agree with Moonin. I also got some mixed feelings with it.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Aiki?
So with his, upcoming death that we see, I just feel like I like how they kind of give him like one of those big moments, like them talking about like his strength and the pinnacle of what he was, that he shouldn't if he was at that strength with Odin, they definitely could have taken on Kaido. Like that right there kind of insinuating like who he was and what he can actually do and what actual potential he had. I think it was good to put that in there. I think it's good to give him his moment showing what he can do, even though it looks like he's at death's doorstep. But he kind of looks like a badass. I'm not gonna lie. he looks pretty vicious. So I
Yeah.
think his portion and up to the function of his death, I think is gonna be interesting. Just like Moonin said, I really don't see them killing him off that easily. I don't. It's got to be at least dramatic. This wasn't even dramatic. Like usually, if he's gonna kill someone off, Oda's gonna kill someone off. It's this huge dramatic scheme of it. So
Mhm.
I'm waiting for this next chapter to kind of like, oh, never mind.
So you're waiting for like Chopper gets the cure and anything else?
I think something like that's gonna happen, or they're gonna stop him, or just something. I don't think they're gonna kill him off in the next one. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, the writing about like killing, like yes, he has that kind of tendency, but I was sad when Pedro died, and I was like, R.I.P. You guys in the chat. It's like for Pedro because Pedro was a really good character. I love Pedro as much, and It's just improved that you like with whole cake that Sanji is kind of responsibility for like Pedro's death. So I feel like with that case, I felt like we need something that because he's thinking about like Luffy too, Hyogoro. So I think that he's willing to die for seeing a new future, and that's something I admire for him, and that would get us act three, finish act three for the I can't find the right English word for that, but a strategy. I can't, but like I said, it's gonna give us a closing to a act three. So I do have question here with the chapter, but before we do the chat thing, what do you guys think about like Momonosuke, Sanji, and the rest, like Perospero, and then um Marco versus King, and is there any complaints or what you want to talk about in certain? Let's go with pizza.
Mm. I mean, I want to know what Pero is capable of. I mean,
Mhm.
he got like um what was what was her name again?
Carol?
Carrot. Yeah,
Yeah,
Carrot. I
Carol.
mean, he defeated her in her Sulong form. You know that's gotta say something about him. I mean, I always felt like he was a bit weak, even though he's like the first son of Big Mom, which actually doesn't make any much sense. It's like even though you're the first doesn't mean you're the strongest, but he has some interesting power to be able to beat someone in a Sulong form.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do you have anything else you want to add on besides
Now,
that?
I mean, well, I'm more excited about Marco. I mean, like, I mean, I mean, he lost two wars basically in
Mm-hmm.
Marineford and the Revenge War. We have seen something about him in the Marineford, but not in the Revenge one. You saw him like kicking down um the admiral. What was I'm forgetting
Kizaru.
names.
Who does that? Kizaru.
Yeah,
Yes, Kizaru.
Kizaru, which like he is made of light because of his light fruit,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like kicking him down as if it's nothing. You know, it might say something about Marco, or it might say something about the admiral, but I am more like excited about him handling two high pirate
Mm-hmm.
big boys. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, what about you, Aiki? What do you think about with Perospero, with Yamato,
Oh, there's a lot to talk about.
or
uh,
with Marco?
I guess starting from the beginning, what I think about it. So with all right, this little kid is probably the luckiest kid in all of One Piece. I just want to say this right now. All right, he's taking baths with Robin. He's getting cuddled by freaking Nami, and now he's groping freaking Kaido Sodder. Like I can't even. Like even in the scene, he's literally making this face like even while he's in the middle of like a battle. Like I can't with this kid. He's literally the luckiest kid in all of One Piece. I just want to point that one out right there.
Not Luffy anymore.
Oh no,
Not Luffy.
definitely not. Luffy's, his asexual self is all the way over there in the corner. He doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
But moving to the next part, when it comes to Sanji, him trying to find out like
Mhm.
where can I be? And he's listening
Yeah.
to the intercom system. He's like, hey, where is the storeroom? Where is the forbidden storeroom? And he's trying to find out which way it is and trying to get there. I think that's
Yeah.
going to be another moment for him. So hopefully when he gets down there, we're going to get to see a good scene. Finally, a good scene. Just want to say that right there. Um, and then going to Carrot losing. Pizza, you were talking about it earlier. I feel like the only reason he beat them is because the moon went away, though, because he was talking about the weather and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
like, yeah, once it like you can see that the moon dissipated. I think there's no way he would be able to beat them if they're all where in that wear form and stuff like that, because they were not gonna lie, they're murking people, absolutely murking people. They're just going left and right, just whooping their butts. And Carrot's one of them too. She I don't know. She went like gear 3, gear 7, and stuff like that, and started whooping people's butts. Um, like she was doing really good, and now we kind of have this little kind of pitiful form of her just laying on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's not. I'm hoping that's not the last we see of her of this battle. I hope she gets back up, or like the moon comes back or something like that. And yeah, that was a little insulting the way he talked to her like that. I'm not gonna lie. I would have got up and smacked him after he started talking like that. I don't care how hurt I was.
Yeah. What about you, Muninn?
Yeah, I have to agree with Aiki on Mononosuke. Like, he's the luckiest pervy kid out there in One Piece.
Luckiest.
Yeah, and also like even in his like child body, he's like the complete opposite of Luffy. Then also on Carrot, I also really hope that we see more of her, because I don't think she is like completely defeated yet. I think she will go back into the fight. On Sanji, I'm not sure. I mean, I want to see a good fight for him, but I'm honestly not sure who he is going to fight. And on Marco, the scenes with Marco were like the stuff that like brought the chapter up for me again. Like it's like as I said, I don't think the chapter's bad. It's not the best chapter. It's not a hype chapter, but it's like the scenes with Marco and the thing with Sanji are stuff that made the chapter better than 2005 for me. And I really hope, even though like Marco is it is sad that Marco is like not in a good shape, because he I mean he looks like he took some kind of damage during the fight, and he is fighting he is fighting 2 enemies at once, and it is difficult even for Marco.
That is true.
I hope maybe that, honestly, I hope that Sanji will like join in and take one of those 2. But I'm not sure.
Okay. And as for me, when I think about like the chapter, I would have to agree with Aiki. Momonosuke is the most luckiest man ever alive. Honestly, everyone like I feel like everyone in the community wants to be Momonosuke now, because you get to feel Robin, Nami, Yamato now. So who else is gonna be in there? And
I'm just saying, in that scene, he's like reaching for some underboob. Like you can see him.
So I feel like but at the same time, I still have to give it credit to Luffy, because he like in in your what's that called like Luffy has the entire girls surrounding and talking about him in Reverie. So I feel like he has his own harem. You know, so I want to think with Sanji. Um, I feel like we're gonna get something more back for Sanji, and I feel that's the payoff that we're looking for, honestly. So I can't wait for that one, honestly. And with Marco versus fight, I we need more for it because honestly, we didn't see the fight between him and Blackbeard, so we kind of don't know. And we did see fight with him with Kizaru, but the problem is that we don't know how much ability does Marco have, and we need to know what his capability is. What is his when he goes super? Like, what is his ability, and what kind of devil fruit is his devil fruit kind of OP, or what is it that makes him the way he is? And I feel like we need to get to more of that, and I feel like he deserves to get that W.
Uh,
So
I mean,
Definitely.
I mean, he got Kizaru like Kizaru did like his light attack on him, and he just everything went through him or it healed instantly. So his power must be broken if he can go straight head on onto
yeah,
Kizaru's ability. You know, I mean, it's
yeah.
no joke. He one punched every
Mm-hmm.
what was it in the Sabodi where
Mm-hmm.
Luffy punched
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Ooh.
Yeah.
he literally one punched everyone or one kicked everyone as if it was nothing, and and Marco just took the hit, and with
Mhm.
his devil fruit, it healed instantly. So it is
Yeah.
broken, and
Yeah.
flight devil fruit is all round broken already. I mean, you don't have the fear of falling into water. I mean, you can just fly around, and he's a healing phoenix, so it is broken. A mythical Zoan type devil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And actually, adding on to what you said, you know what? I think it's kind of weird because during the Marineford arc, when you see Marco fighting, he's in it. Like he's in the scrunch. He's fighting. He's doing everything he can, and then he's even going along with what is it? Actually, I see that question. I'm gonna answer that question right now. Actually, um, uh, if you realize he actually tells him, like he questions him being a Loge fruit user or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. And one of those, I guess that moment kind of sets us apart because he was on the same level, on the same level ish against an admiral. Like if you see how much they were fighting and damage that they can do, and then you look back to this fight, it kind of shows that huge gap difference between these pirates and him fighting an admiral because it doesn't look like he's breaking a sweat fighting these guys. Like I don't know what's going on. He looks like he's having fun the whole time. Um, which I know. What was it? You said that the question, QE. What do we have?
Um, that does it normally is it that normal for user things to go through them?
So that's a good question. I think Kiwi was just talking about this earlier. This whole time, I thought he was a Loge fruit user. So what do you guys think?
He is a mythical Zoan type user.
Mhm.
It is the Tori Tori no Mi model Phoenix.
Yeah,
So it is bird type Phoenix. It is not a Logia type.
yeah.
And but then the question is, why does it go like? Why does he have traits of a Logia type devil fruit user?
Hmm.
Because and all the mythology I know of phoenixes, like phoenixes can heal themselves and they raise from their ashes, but they are not made of fire.
Hmm.
So I am like curious what's up with that.
Hmm. Yeah,
What about
I was
you?
thinking the same thing. Go ahead,
I mean,
Kiwi.
So basically for me, like I thought like the same with you, Aiki, that I thought he was a Logia, but I felt like, is he some kind of special Parmesia? Because we did have one with Katakuri, because Katakuri was supposed to be a Logias person, but in the official, they said he was a special kind of Parmesia that can turn in. So I feel like he's kind of the same as Katakuri with Marco.
I see that. I see that. That actually does make perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you guys have any questions in the chat, like it doesn't have to be One Piece. You guys could ask any question in the chat, and we'll answer it for you. And we have our first question from our favorite person, Deucin. Let's get his highlight. Who is your favorite One Piece character? For me, is Zoro. Okay, who's everybody's favorite? Let's start with Pizza.
Dr. Hiluluk.
And why?
Nah, no. I just love this quote. But my favorite is, I gotta say Sanji.
Mm.
I mean, why? I mean, it kind of feels like me, you know. I like kicking people. I don't like punching people. Um, I mean, I would love to know how to cook, but I mean, Doffy is also a very good character,
Mhm.
very crazy as well, you know. Like, I mean, that's what you get from an early childhood trauma, you know. I mean, I can't blame him. Big boy Zoro in Ike Senpai's background, you know. That's how it is. Senpai going at it, man.
Okay. And what about you, Aiki?
All right, so we gotta talk about the best crewmate of all of One Piece's entire story. Just saying, Zoro, of course. It's of course Zoro. Come on now, he's literally an average person who learned hockey, is strong, really went against all odds. Literally went against all odds, and he has the best morals. He has like determination. He has pride, like good pride, not too much pride or anything like that. And he just kind of, I feel like in the role of, I guess he would be the second mate, right, or first mate. Can be first mate.
First mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
first mate.
And I honestly, I like him the most. Yeah, Luffy's there. Luffy is a badass and stuff like that. But Zoro's more of a badass. That's just me. That's just what I think. All right.
Yeah.
He's been through so much, and right now, honestly, it's kind of showing how good he really is. Because yeah, he has to use that sword to actually do damage. But him and Luffy are the only people doing damage right now. And so it's kind of showing how overpowered that these two people can be. And I don't know. Zoro fights Luffy. I don't know. That's I guess that's another topic.
Ike, when are you gonna get his katanas, man? I'll see you for a type that cosplays as Zoro, man.
Actually, you know what's funny? Someone just DM'd me last night telling me that there is a master swordsman dude that's actually creating his katanas. And actually, the most current one right now, Odin's katana, is also going to be in that batch. And I was like, what? I was like, really?
Maybe
like
Senpai can get
piece.
his hands on it.
I don't know. My wife might fight me if I bought those.
Okay, and Muninn.
For me, it's Law.
Okay, I like that.
And to answer also the chat, favorite villain is Dofi.
Ah,
And yeah, I just like for me, I just love Law, like his whole psychology behind his character and what he went through, and I don't know, I love Law.
You love
Finished.
Actually, my favorite is going to be my girl right here, Nami. You guys can see her in my background, Nami. She's very strong. I love her as a character, but as much as I love Nami, I have to give it to a respectful to someone that Ace. I have to give it to Ace because
Oh,
Ace is someone very special, and I feel like seeing Ace again is amazing. It made me feel like Ace is still alive even though he died for Luffy, and I felt like the way Oda writes Ace is like even though he died, we still get to know more about Ace. Especially the Ace novel, I cried. It was beautiful. It was amazing. I never would have thought that um, I could see Ace again, and it's something like honestly, Ace or Sabo, it becomes intertwined. As much as I love Nami, I'm sorry to say, I have to go with the three boys. Like, I love the part of the flashback with Luffy and the three, like Sabo, Ace, and Luffy. That was my favorite. So, guys, if you guys any question, um, and it says, okay, Phantom just Zapdos says, what what is you guys' favorite devil fruit? So let's start with Muninn.
Ah, that's a difficult question. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to answer that because there are so many like amazing devil fruits in One Piece. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I mean, there's so many,
Mm-hmm.
and I even if you would ask me which devil fruit I would want to have, I couldn't answer it, I think. Because I would stand there um thinking about it for days and months and years, and I wouldn't have an answer because I don't think I would be able to like decide
Mm-hmm.
which one is the best.
All right.
Um I mean, I like the fire fruit, so Ace's fruit. Um I think also Dofi's fruit is pretty amazing. Um I also like Gecko Moria's fruit. The concept of Gecko Moria's fruit. So
Mm-hmm.
to name some of the fruits I really like.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then what about you, Aiki?
man. All right. Come on now. I got to talk about my girl Robin. All right. I think her devil fruit is the best one. I would want that one. I think anyone should want that one because she can practically like just make arms anywhere she wants, feet anywhere she wants. She can make an ear. She can make freaking anything, and she can copy herself now. So those type of things, man. You throw some hockey in there. Oh, it's done. I don't think honestly all these Logia fruit users and stuff like that. Bye bye. Like I just sit there. I choke you out with the arms. It's game over. Can't do anything. I would definitely use. I would definitely want her devil fruit. Her devil fruit is literally broken. It is absolutely
Mm-hmm.
broken, especially with hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I would definitely do that. Especially, yeah, I would definitely do that. Learn some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, then jump in there and start choking people out with arms. Start doing leg locks just out of nowhere, and people's like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
All right. And pizza. What's your favorite devil fruit?
I mean, I wouldn't say favorite. I mean, the one I would like. I mean, the one that gets me like the most curious is Marco's devil fruit and
Mm-hmm.
Aokiji's devil fruit. I mean, both are like Aokiji fell into the water. I mean, he froze the water. I mean, what can he do? He can't do anything about it. I mean, oh, he's falling into the water. He must be dead. Nope. I mean, I just love how random that guy is. Would you even like consider him biking casually on the ocean? like nothing is even happening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I would love to see Marco more now in Wano with his
Mm-hmm.
what's currently going on, him against Queen and King. Like it's I want to see more of Marco's power in Wano.
That's
Mm,
true. I'd like to see
okay.
that too.
I already stated my favorite devil fruit. I think it's buggy, and it's not gonna make me
Ah,
change.
Buggy. Oh my gosh.
It's not gonna make me change it. Buggy's devil fruit. I'm sorry. If I
But if
ever
someone
had,
uses Pocky against Buggy's devil fruit, does it like can it stop him from splitting? I don't know.
I don't
I mean,
know.
no, you can't stop him from splitting him. I think he just splits infinitely if he wants to.
Oh
I
yeah,
Yeah.
Mihawk did that, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, Mihawk did it to him, and
Oh
he just
man.
All right. So before we get to answer a couple of questions, I have another questions for the ladies and gentlemen in here. What do you think of this chapter? What would you rate it? Pizza out of 10. What would you rate?
uh I mean, I would say 7 out of 10. I mean, I would want to see more of Luffy fighting Kaido in his hybrid form. I mean, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks that we've seen the form, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but I'm not dissatisfied, but I am like 50-50.
Yeah.
So I would say 7 out of 10.
Okay. What about you, Muninn?
Mm, I would say also a 6.5 to
Mm-hmm.
7 out of 10. Like it is not a bad chapter. Um, so I also want to see, but like I understand that Oda went away from the fight of Luffy to showcase the other characters and what they are doing, and just and does not only off screen that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it was predictable that Oda does this. Um, and I'm really like I want to see the others like also fight. Right now they're just still running around.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Aiki, what about you? What
Man.
you rating?
1 out of 10 for this. Let's see. Um as everyone was talking about, I was thinking about it too. I did put myself at a solid 6 at first, thinking about it, and then as you think about the whole thing, the whole context of it all, this one was really meant for the informational portion, let's say, on connections to what's going to happen next. So I think it was all necessary things we needed to know. Carrot losing, Sanji looking for the storeroom. Let's see, Homeboy getting some cupping actions from some side boob. Um, let's see. On top of that, we got to see, man, just Marco being just 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 being overall awesome. Like he literally just shows no. He doesn't look like he's breaking a sweat. Like if you
Mhm.
think about, like I said before, Marine Force, and now like it looks like this is a cupcake for him,
Mhm.
or cakewalk. There we go.
Yep.
So I think with all that stuff put together, even the little tiny suspense at the end, it's kind of like one of those things you're like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Um, but I think the rest of the content of the entire chapter was needed for. I think we did need to know some of that stuff. So like I think I will put it at a 7. I will put it at a 7. It's not gonna go 8. It's not gonna go 9. It's not gonna go 10 because there's not enough hype. And
Yeah.
Zoro or Robin's not in the chapter. Also, that's another reason why they won't go up there. Just that.
So for me, my rating with the chapter, as much as like Aiki says, it's informational and doesn't have the hype, I'll have to give it out of 5 because for me, the lack was with Carrot and Marco. I was kind of disappointed on that, and I was like, I wanted to see Carrot more because she's like my she I was pushing her to join in to the Straw Hat. So I kind of want to see more of what Carrot can be able to, because this is the new world. We need stronger opponent if we're gonna be like Luffy gets to be a pirate king. And also with Marco, like yeah, we see his ability, but I kind of want him to actually make like knock them both down, as showing that he is from the Whitebeard Pirates, and show how strong as a first division person he is. And it literally is something's testament to Marco's ability. So for me, I would give the manga a rating 5 out of 10.
I mean,
So
didn't Marco like actually like 2v1 them? He smacked down
Yeah.
Queen, and then
yeah,
went to King, did his little bluebird thingy, and then send him flying back. So I mean, he's actually 2v1ing them.
Hmm.
I mean, that ability looks sick though. He's going with his finger, and then bluebird, and then zing, he's gone. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
like,
I think.
All right. So
I think.
we could answer a question. There's a question that I think I missed. His name is Michael Horn Jr. He said, also Chopper was a reindeer, and his fight is one of the top pirate crew, and is a top doctor. So do you agree with what he said?
You want me to
You
start?
agree?
Yeah.
there
Yes.
you go.
I'll start with
I
it.
can start.
So you know what? I do agree with that. You know what? Out of all the devil fruits that's been going on and stuff like that, and what we're talking about earlier, I assume this is where it's coming from about devil
Mhm.
fruits. Him being a reindeer, and what was the fruit he ate again?
Human fruit.
Human,
It was
human.
Human
human
fruit,
fruit,
yeah.
right? Which doesn't make
Mhm.
sense how a gun ate a dog for I don't understand that one, but him eating the human fruit, that's that's very interesting that the reindeer was able to eat the human fruit and he's able to evolve and then like kind of have all those different type of forms. I know
Yeah.
it's chemically induced, um but it's like those type of things, him being able to even do that stuff and even fight people on that entire level is pretty crazy. I think his
Mhm.
fruit is I don't know if his fruit is broken. I think he's broken itself.
Mm, I mean,
I think
Chopper
he's
is
broken.
pretty smart. I mean, even
Exactly.
though,
Yeah.
I think like it would be like for him, because Chopper is like an animal, as a zoan type fruit,
Mhm.
because every zoan type or animal zoan type has a normal form, a hybrid form, and like the big ass, strong ass form.
Mhm.
So he has the um like the buff form of him, and
Mhm.
he has, I think the small one would be his kung fu form, or is it that
Mhm.
because of the rumble ball? I
Mhm.
It's
mean,
because of Rubble Ball.
Yeah.
he evolved his devil fruit, like, I mean, you could say his giant form is his
Mhm.
awakening basically.
Would a
You think
human
so?
fruit be a Zoan?
I mean,
No, it's
for
not.
I
It's
his,
not.
think
no, it's,
yes.
I mean, not for us, but for an animal, it would technically be a zoan fruit,
Hmm,
Mhm.
from his perspective, like
that makes sense.
the
Yeah.
people that change into zoan types are like the animal form, but Chopper is an animal going to an human form, so it
Mhm.
would be in his perspective a zoan type fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah,
is a Zoan type fruit.
definitely. Yeah.
Definitely.
We see you,
Yeah.
Pizza. We see you with all the information down there.
Hell yeah, I only
You
want
too,
senpai
Zapdos.
to notice me, man. That's all I care about.
Guys, before we continue adding, if you guys want us to notice you, we do have a donation. So if you want to think, we have a donation so that you guys can we can get you senpai notice you. So we have pizza as Aiki senpai, and me will notice you. So I'll give that link to you guys so you guys could click it if you guys want us to notice you.
and
So
And on top of that, those donations actually go to us making this channel better. It goes to us making this podcast better. To a lot of the additional videos that we have, and it helps us advance and expand this whole thing that we have going on right now, which is actually pretty fun.
Yeah, and I only want Ike Senpai to notice me. That's all I.
Pizza. I was doing the same thing. I said, man, I need to get some pizza in my life.
And Muninn is like, what?
Muninn, I see you. I see you holding back. I see you.
I was like, okay. But before that, do you guys have any questions? Any anime? It doesn't have to be One Piece related, guys. Just saying anything. Like, you guys have any questions you want? I think I keep what?
No.
I just read
No,
that.
not at all. Coke Zero, okay?
So yeah, no, he's not.
It's not advertisement, by the way.
We need.
I mean,
Ike.
yeah, that's what I subscribe to, man. We all need Ike in our life. Ike Senpai.
Oh my god, he sounds like drunk. Oh.
Oh, gosh. Definitely not.
Muninn's chugging some juices, so.
Honestly, when I saw her drinking it, I thought it was the root beer we were talking about the other day.
No, I don't have that here.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I actually tried going over there and trying to see if I could find it. I could even find it like in like, any of the American areas or the international areas. I was very confused.
Mhm. All right, so we do have one question, and he said, what is your favorite anime and manga character of all time?
Oh,
So let's start with Pizza.
Oh, come on, why me first?
Because Aiki and I are definitely just.
I'll give it to my senpai,
Fine,
man.
You know,
I'll give
you
it
know,
to
you
my
know what?
senpai.
You know what? I'll start it off since
All
I
right.
always. So that's gonna be a hard question, but my favorite would have to be manga has to be One Piece, because we do One Piece. Favorite anime, God, I really don't like playing
It's the
favorite.
character. Kiwi,
Yeah.
it's the character. Which
Manga
character?
character. Okay.
someone's got One Piece on their mind all the time.
Yes. I would have to go, like I already said, like would say Nami or Ace Sabo or something like that. But favorite anime would be
Character.
different. It would be Black Clover for me, honestly.
Who from Black Clover? What character?
It would be Noelle.
Oh,
I like Noelle a lot. And Pizza, your turn.
I mean, technically, I would say Vegeta.
yeah. Let me think about this.
Bro, come on, man. I mean, my man is next level badass, man. I mean, Zoro's badass, but
Yeah.
the only downside is Vegeta gets clapped in his badass way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gets an hype intro, but he doesn't fulfill the hype
Yeah.
behind it. That's pretty.
That's true. Yeah.
That's Toriyama's D move.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm. What about you, Aiki?
For me, I guess I would have to have an anime and a manga favorite character. I guess for manga or manga, whichever you guys want to say it. I guess the character I would pick would be Hiroshima Kenichi from History's Strongest Disciple. He is my favorite manga character of all times. He's literally one of my favorite. I think my brother can contest to that too. Like, I think from the beginning of who he was to advance to the levels of where he went in the end was one of those, I don't know, one of those things that impacted on me because I'm into martial arts and I'm into I guess being fit and all that. So I enjoyed that entire manga and his character development. So that's my favorite manga character. And then for anime, my favorite anime character of all times, as much as Zoro is a badass, I'm just saying I cannot use him. I will put Lelouch. I will put Lelouch from Code Geass. He is my favorite anime character. Yep. And it's mostly because he has big brains.
I mean, you also got big brains, senpai. Come on.
I don't got big brains.
Bro, you got.
And Muninn, what about you? Who's your favorite one?
I have to say, for me, it's Hitsugaya from Bleach.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Ooh.
I know he is a very, very like overhyped character. Like, I mean, there are a lot of people like who hate him and a lot of people who love him.
Hitsugaya.
And,
That's the guy with the white hair, with a bit
Yes,
spiky,
yes.
Captain, little guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, didn't he get clapped all the time?
Yes, but that's also that's
God.
yes,
You-
he did. Either Kubo, Taito Kubo, he didn't let the fight end, or he lost. But also, it is explained in his character because he is the youngest captain in the Gotai 13, and his character is not written to be like the OP character. He is written just to have the potential. And also, I don't know how much you know of Bleach, but Shinsui, one of the other captains, said that in 100 years Hitsugaya will probably overthrow him.
Wow, that's, you know what? I can see that. Honestly.
I mean, he has potential indeed, but
So
But
what
also,
you said. Yeah, go ahead.
It is like also after the arc of after he lost against Aizen, I mean he has character development in the story. But
yeah, you know what?
You also see it in the fight. You see, like he gets in the fight, he gets provoked by an enemy, and he gets angry, and that's like opening up, like giving chances for the enemy to strike him, because he is not paying attention, and that's something that is like because he is so young and he is so inexperienced.
Yeah.
And for example, in the after the fight with Aizen, he trained a lot, and because he regretted that he lost and he didn't want to lose again.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to talk about the 1,000-year Blood Row arc yet. And honestly, the whole fandom went so crazy when they saw like adult Hitsugaya, and I was like, really? Really? Did he just make an adult Hitsugaya?
Yeah.
It was like, nah.
I mean, with
I like that.
Bleach, it has to be Urahara or Zaraki Kenpachi, you know. I mean,
Urahara, I can understand. Urahara is like.
I mean, like every anime needs one badass character and one goofy character. As Zaraki Kenpachi is like the definition of a badass, you know, like my man holds his the katana or Kenpachi, I mean, like whatever, with one hand, and he forgot to use his second hand. I mean, you're that broken that you only use one hand.
I
Oh man.
honestly like honestly from Bleach. I also really like Shinsui.
Mm-hmm. I got a question, and I want everybody here. Who do you think, Apache versus Yami from Black Clover?
Kenpachi. Easy, Kenpachi.
What?
Easy,
What?
bro.
Hachi? Oh my god.
Bro, Kenpachi would
Yami would
smack
clap
his.
that left and right, take him
Nah.
upside down, hang him over the shed.
Bro,
Oh,
nah. Kenpachi would smack his ass.
Kabachi has all he uses is brute strength. That is it.
Wait,
Only
wait.
brute
Bro,
strength.
Now, which Kenpachi? Like Kenpachi with his Zanpakuto, like while knowing his Zanpakuto's name,
Oh, Zabato's name, yeah.
Yeah.
or like Kenpachi without knowing his Zanpakuto's name.
I would say,
basically manga Kenpachi or anime Kenpachi.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
both of them
basically.
would smack. Both of them would smack Yami's ass. They would
Ah,
smack him like. Yami would call Kenpachi senpai, man.
wait up now. Wait up. Okay,
How
so you
I
gotta keep
how
in mind
I call you senpai, he will call him senpai.
so here we go. We talk about Zaki Kapachi, okay? So even if he knows his Zanpakuto's name, all right, even if he knows it, you gotta realize Kapachi's like the dumbest person ever. He would probably stand there and try to stop that slash. Literally would stand there and try to block the slash. What's gonna happen when a dimensional slash comes? Yeet! straight in half. Straight in half. I'm just saying, he was like, huh, you think you're strong? I got this right here. He's gonna stand there. He's gonna hold his sword up. Oh, never mind. It's gonna look just like that.
Do you think?
And
Do you think he can slash into his sword? Like Yami can
Who?
slash into his sword.
Yami just like, man, Yami's gonna do the little ball thing to shoot right through him. It'll be so quick. If he can do it to freaking Dante's self, he can do it to Kenpachi's, who
Okay.
barely even uses his brain. He realizes, oh, maybe I should use my other hand. I'm stronger like this.
Okay. Mian. Since you know more about Bleach, who do you think would win in the fight? Yami or Kanpachi?
Well, I don't know Black Clover.
We're gonna get you caught up with that.
So I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
But as Aiki said, like Kenpachi is not the most intelligent character.
Yeah. So you think he would because Yami has this dimensional slash, and do you think he would able to just be like a macho man, say I can take this?
Probably.
That's literally
he would-
everything
He
he's
would get
ever done.
he would get intimidated by his sheer presence of Kenpachi.
Oh, get out of here,
Bro, he would run back to his isekai, he would never come back.
He sat there. Okay, so Yami sat there, looked down on Dante, and was like, "Who do you think you is coming up in my home, attacking all my boys? Nah, it's time to yeet you." And he did the yeet and started yeeting. Yeah, it took him a little bit, but he yeeted.
Hey,
But,
bro,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead, bro. You go ahead.
But I really do think Kenpachi would literally, like every battle he's ever been in, he looks at people who's like, you can't cut me. Oh, you just cut me. But you can't beat me. Oh, you just beat me. But I think I can put my other hand on my sword and I'll beat you. That's literally him.
I mean, even though he wouldn't use his fourth dimensional slash within the first 5 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
So it would take a little bit to understand that when he receives the damage or the slashes he get, Yami would understand later on that if he continues like this, it would be trouble. But I think before he realizes,
Mm-hmm.
Kepachi would slice his cute booty,
I'm pretty
his
sure.
iron booty.
I'm pretty sure there's some sort of compilation out there of Kapachi getting sliced over and over and over again, and him standing in front of the person over and over and over again, and then falling to the ground, and then him saying, "You can't cut me. Oh, I got cut. You can't cut
All
me." Oh,
right. We have a question. Like let's highlight that question. You guys think that Yami will unlock his true magic? Since Muninn is not caught up with Black Clover, this is between Aiki and Pizza's question.
okay, I want to actually pause on that one. What do you mean by true magic?
That's what they put
Have to
in.
follow up on that very quick, man. What do you mean by true magic?
Oh, he said he hasn't unlocked mana method and the true darkness magic.
True darkness magic. Oh man.
Would it be like the Yami Yami no Mi?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that too. Oh man, Zapdos, why'd you do this to us? Here we go. I think because Yami isn't all too intuitive when it comes to the new powers of their kingdom. He isn't. He's new to it. He didn't learn it from when he was a child. He came over as like a teenager, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, people? What to do?" And then they're like, "Hey, we're gonna train you." And then he got a book, and he kept his sword, and then he started learning the stuff, and he never learned anything properly. Honestly, he didn't. He just went and smashed things that was around him. But moving from that, like now that he was training with Miss freaking Badass over there, bathing in lava and stuff, freaking he obtained.
Hold on. Can you say her name?
Who?
You know the bad.
Meligolia. I don't know.
Melio.
Oh man, Meligolia. If I had it in front of me, I definitely would not be able to pronounce it still. But when she taught him Mana Zone, and now that he has this orb, and he's honestly he hasn't perfected it. He barely knows that thing. He's literally able to put out so much damage. He made a move in the middle of a fight that he didn't even know what it was gonna do. He's like, "All right, here we go. We're gonna try this," and he just absolutely blew someone away. So I think he's gonna be an absolute monster when he actually learns how to bring out the full potential. I think he's Wizard King potential, but that might have to go to someone else.
Okay. Pizza?
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, how it actually like unfolded. I mean, who would have thought that his darkness style would give him a fourth dimensional slash?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could go both way around. I mean, he could get like he could destroy the world if he actually like creates a fourth dimensional but black hole. Like he accidentally makes a fourth dimensional black hole and he destroys the whole universe. That will be funny to see, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Why would it be funny?
Come on, like
and the Black
maybe
Clover.
like,
We won't be reading any more Black Clover or watching it.
Okay. All right, no more spoils. Okay, we have a question from Deucin says, what are your thoughts of Attack on Titan if you read or watch it?
Ooh.
So Muninn, that includes you as well.
I like Attack on Titan, but I finished the second season. I have to watch the third and the fourth season.
We can't ruin it for you then.
Yes, you can't ruin it for me. I'm sorry.
Jeez, I guess for me, Attack on Titans, I think it's phenomenal writing. Honestly, from beginning to end, it is phenomenal writing. The way they, for one, the way they made you connect to characters in the very beginning, and then they just pulled them away from you and like made you want to cry and like curl up in the corner and like, why would they do that to me? And then them pushing on from it and just going further into this messed up world that you're just like, I don't understand what's going on here. And then them unraveling it in front of you and showing you exactly what is happening. It's a big, as you say, suspenseful story that's just waiting. It has every cliffhanger, every moment of the actual show, and you're just like, what is next? What is next? What is next? What is next? I think it is the best hyped anime right now that is big brain, great writing, great characters. And right now, I can't wait to see it end. I know a lot of people, it sounds weird when I say I can't wait to see it end, but the reason I say I can't wait to see it end is because it's going to have such a great ending. But that's what I think about Attack on Titans. I think it's fire right now.
Mhm. All right, and then we have a question. His name is Brian, and he said, "What is your
Lore.
on
Lore.
his
Lore.
background, and what is his limit can be?" Is this the Yami question?
Yeah, I think it's the Yami question.
Okay. So
Senpai, you want to continue on that?
Jeez, he's pretty much from Japan. I don't know, like I don't know about you, but he came in
he
with
has a katana.
He's a Japanese dude that came in from freaking a random island. Like that's clearly he came from Japan. We're about to have a whole new Wano arc later. That's what I think. Just saying. It's gonna be like One Piece diving into freaking Wano. It's gonna be that all over again. It's gonna be something cool, hopefully, and they're gonna find out really cool stuff.
I mean, wasn't he a fisherman? Like, wasn't he on a boat when he got like isekai'd, you know?
You know what? He might as well be
I mean, technically, you could say he got isekai'd, you know?
no, if you want to make a joke, instead of Truck-kun, he got Boat-kun.
Oh man! Oh god! He isekai'd into Black Clover.
I mean, can you imagine getting isekai'd in Black Clover?
And the crazy thing about it, he already knew his sword techniques. He already knew how to use. It was ki, right? He knows how to use ki.
Yeah,
he knew how to use ki. He knew martial arts. He knew all that. So he was already a badass before he even got the Black Clover. And everyone else was like, "Who's this foreigner? What the heck is he doing?" And they're like freaking out. But you know what? I think it's gonna be cool. Him being that badass. And then freaking coming into this new world with actually he had no powers, technically. He had no powers until they actually showed him powers. So I think his lore and his background and stuff like that is pretty I think it will be revealed soon. I think after this whole devil arc, I think it's gonna be revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Or I hope it will.
I hope.
I mean, it's all thanks to the current Wizard King, you know, that he was able to achieve
exactly
a little portion of its power, you know, and then with like Meridiana, you know, it in the mana zone, it like further helped him develop his yeah, I missed from 2 isekai.
From 2 isekais ago. Oh man!
I just read that.
But yeah, I mean, if he had it, it'd be broken.
Oh man! Jeez, thinking about that.
Does anyone have more questions we can answer though?
You know what? I have a question while we're waiting on them thinking about questions. When are we gonna get Muninn to watch these Black Clover episodes and these Attack on Titans the rest of these seasons? Man,
I tried watching Black Clover and no.
No, we'll get you there.
We have to get her to read Black Clover.
So you can watch Fire Force, but like you watch Black Clover, you're like, I'm good.
Well, the main character, Asta was his name, right?
Yeah.
Like right from the beginning, he was like, for me, the most annoying character in all anime.
I mean, couldn't you say that the same about Bakugo?
Oh, yeah, you can.
I mean,
Look.
every scream time he has, he literally screams. I mean,
That is true.
I mean,
yeah, look how
technically,
frustrated she is
Luffy
now.
screams too. Just saying.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I mean,
Yeah,
there's a
that's
difference
I
true.
mean,
between Luffy and the Asa. I mean, I gotta say, Asa's screaming is hella annoying. You can't.
Asta
You need to go. You need to go past that. You need to. You need
personality,
to go for Yuna. You know. You need to go
it
for
is
Yuno.
it is so. I mean, the way he is portrayed in the anime is so annoying, and it just I couldn't like him at all, and I couldn't like at all. So if I don't like the two main characters, and I couldn't like I I don't know how many episodes I watched, but
Uh-huh.
in the episodes I watched, I couldn't find any character I liked.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do it for
So
Yami. Do it for Yami
Okay.
Sam.
Yeah, do it for
Um.
Yami
if
Senpai.
I cannot like find any character I like, then it's not just I
Yeah.
won't watch it.
Yeah. But I'm
Oh,
just gonna say to you, like reading, I think would fix that. But I understand your problem. I had the same problem at first when I watched it, but what I did is my friend told me what episode to skip when he was screaming, and I just went on episode 5 when they were in like magic counselor, when they were like auditioning and stuff like that. That was the most got me into Black Clover, and the anime was hyped up because he wasn't screaming there. It was kind of cool, and I wanted to see the fight. Like he sliced the shield in half, so it was pretty cool, and I love it. And I felt like that was the best fight. After that, he does scream, but I got used to it. He toned it down a little bit more. It was more of comedy effects now. But I do agree with Muninn. Like at the beginning, I could not stand
mhm.
Asta at first until I feel like just skip episode 5 and just right through
Just get
episode.
episode 5.
I mean, like go
Nah,
to episode 5.
I
And
mean,
then,
gotta tough it.
you need to see him now, and then you will see how daddy he is now. You know
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
how are our
Oh,
Ike how our Ike is. You know.
Let's see what's this.
this is a good question. What part of One Piece that got you hooked in the series? For me, it's Sanji's backstory in the start, and his character really got me into loving One Piece. So let's start with Munin. What got you hooked into the series, and what series or something, and a character basically?
I don't honestly, the first thing that I know that I was like respect for that guy was Zoro when he ate the onigiri, the sweet onigiri from the
Ah.
girl, and I was like, that's my guy. That's respectable. And also I think it was the when Zoro joined. So second episode got me hooked to One Piece.
Hmm. What
Basically.
about you, Aiki?
Oh, One Piece. So I'm gonna have to talk about my favorite character, of course, in One Piece. Let's go ahead and throw Zoro in there. Man, exactly, Moonin. Oh my God, exactly what you just said. That moment that right there is what sold me for this character. Right, it just the beginning, just the very beginning, sold me for this character because you know what, his loyalty, the things he would do for people, for doing the right thing, um, and like what he can show for someone he didn't know. He barely even knew that girl, and he was doing all this, and like you know what, I think the things that he did was again, I just repeated myself, but hey, that sold me. Zoro
And
sold me. Everything Zoro did sold me. All the way from there, all the way to him fighting Neok, um, all the
that's
way
what I
to
wanted
him.
to add.
Go
The
ahead. Go ahead.
Mihawk
Go.
thing. the Mihawk, like the fight with Mihawk on Barati. That's also like the Zoro. The introduction of Zoro got me interested, and the Barati arc also got me hooked to One Piece.
Definitely, definitely. That right there, him with Mihawk, man, that showed how much let's see, determination he had. How much determination he had in his self and his progression to progress himself, his motivation to progress himself, correction. And like it showed what he can do, what he can do for his captain, what he can do for himself, and what he can do to progress himself and others. And his character has always been like that. He has never changed. Like there's not one time he's actually changed his personality. Even when he's fighting Luffy, he didn't change his personality. When Luffy thought that he attacked all those people for no reason and stuff like that, he's sitting here trying to explain to Luffy, like he's just like, dude, stop, shut up, listen to what I'm saying, and he kept fighting him all the way to those moments. Like he kept me in. He kept me into One Piece. And of course, all the other characters of the Straw Hat crew, but he's the one that kind of like consolidated everything for me.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Pizza?
I mean, you can't disagree with Zoro in the early stages. You know, that's just it is how it is. You know, it is what it is. But you gotta admit, like the goofiness behind it as well, it, is also funny. You know, like the moment Luffy said, "I'll get your katanas," and it's the first and last time Zoro actually gave good direction and said to Luffy that he needs to run the other way instead of the way he was running.
That is
The,
true.
the only moment in One Piece Zoro had a sense of direction.
And that was where his katanas were, you know. So he needed to know where his katanas were. And the
Mhm.
So
hype behind the devil fruit back then, you know, like him being half rubber and then to we are how we are now, you know, like what kind of devil fruits are like
Mhm.
actually there and how broken some of them actually are is a
Mhm.
huge step up, you know,
Mhm.
like a little gum gum boy becoming a $1 billion man, you know.
Oh, yeah. For me, it has to be Zoro. I like the part with what Aiki and Muninn said about like the rice bowl. But one thing that sold me that I was with Zoro was I never met a man who can use three swords and has one in his mouth and two of it. And I was like, how is that even possible? And I'm like, is like would you not like slice your mouth or something? And I'm just like, what's going on? So to me, it's like that thing sold me on. Like, I wanted to see what Zoro would do more with his mouth thing and would that evolve. Like, that curious me because I always see samurai with two sword or one sword. But other than that, yeah.
oh, and also Zoro can talk with a sword in his mouth.
Have
So
you
he's a
guys
ventriloquist now. Got it.
have you guys seen Zoro with his fourth katana style thingy?
Oh, I'm done with you. I know what you're talking about.
No.
Oh my god, that picture! I can't. Oh my god! Please, people, do not look that. Don't look up that picture.
I think
Don't
I
look
know
that
what
up.
you mean.
Oh my god, fourth katana style.
All right. So
Oh.
So I think we have one more last question before we end the stream. So let's read this question and then we could set to end the stream. When it comes to the sad and hype moments in anime or manga, what broke you the most? And I want to say Tokyo Ghoul Journey did to me. So that's the last question. What series that made you cry or broke that makes you feel sad? I will have to go first because I know a series that made me cry. So when I read One Piece, like honestly, I'll be honest with you, One Piece broke my heart. Like I would say One Piece, but I have to go with another series that truly broke me that I end up crying myself to sleep would have to be like a certain stuff about in fairy tale. Now most people have problem with fairy tale, but I love fairy tale with Aquarius sacrificing herself to Lucy.
Oh.
That to me broke my heart, and I just was bawling. I couldn't take it. So I thought that maybe that one was the most I was sad, and then after fairy tale I got into One Piece and I got even more sadder because of Ace. So yeah, I will have to go over One Piece though. But that was the saddest thing I both manga and anime, I think. So I would go with Muninn.
It is so there are not many animes or mangas that made me cry. Um, I honestly have to go with One Piece, especially I am rereading One Piece right now, and I just finished the complete Enies Lobby Water 7 saga, and it made me cry.
Yeah.
And also the thing, I know when I like to in this moment, I know when I will cry the next time, and every time I like I don't know. It's One Piece. One Piece breaks your heart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they made you cry over a boat.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was
They made you
referring
cry
to.
over a boat. That
They
is
made me cry over a boat.
true. Oh man, I teared up. I'm not gonna lie. I teared a little on that one. All right, I
Yeah.
teared a lot on that one. I'm gonna have to say that.
I have to say, since I was rereading, I was rereading like whole Annie's Lobby in one day. It
Mm-hmm.
was last Sunday, and I was like, I just read Robin's flashback, and then I got to the rescue, and then I got to the going Mary part, and I was like, no, 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 I'm going like I can't hold it back anymore. I have to cry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what about you, Aiki?
Uh gosh, there's so many. I watched. I'm one of those people that I watch every type of anime. Like whenever they come out, I give it a chance. I watch them, and I judge every anime for what it is and what its story is. It doesn't matter if it has freaking fan service or not. I don't care. I judge it for its story. And I think one of the ones that I've watched, and actually I read this one first, and then I watched a movie, which made me go crazy because of the movie. It's not a series. Sorry, guys. And I think anyone who's watching this and who watched this, who's going to be watching this podcast, I absolutely think you should go watch this movie. This movie was called Silent Voice,
Oh,
and
Oh yes.
this movie just absolutely had me on the end of my seat. Just it was like every scene was a crying scene. Like I couldn't you can't hold yourself back. Like I literally watched this movie with my wife, and my wife, I was just staring at her the whole time, and she was just nonstop crying the whole time. She was like just tears every time I look at her. She's like, I'm not crying. And then when I looked away, I was like
yeah.
um, I think
Yes.
that right there, that one right there, Silent Voice. When I read the manga, it was good, and it actually ended it instead of like the movie. The movie didn't really end it; they just kind of left it off where it
Mhm.
was. But the movie is great, and I think that's one of those things that made me emotional, the most emotional, because you know what, for a lot of people who are anime fans and stuff like that, from my generation at least,
Mhm.
anime was not really popular in high school or a school period. And so a lot of people would bully you. I didn't receive that much, but I know a lot of people that did go through those type of things. And so when you watch this movie and you see the type of stuff happening to the main characters, it kind of just connects you to it. And then you're just sitting there like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to. Oh my God, I'm crying.
Like the people that are bullying you, or the people back in the day were were the guys that watch Riverdale on a daily basis, you know.
No, most of the time someone bullied me. Honestly, it's not a good thing, but me and my brother always fought back, so it didn't really matter.
Uh, of course, man. You're a senpai. You gotta hold yourself.
Most of the time they would only pick on us. They would never bully us. Not in our school, no.
What
We would
about you, Pizza?
I mean, it would be in the beginning when I first started with anime with Naruto when the third Hokage died. I mean, that would be the first time I actually like shed a little tear, you know,
Yeah.
because like the whole because how the third Hokage was an actual friend with
Yeah.
Naruto back in the day, like the only one he could sometimes lean on because
he was Gramps.
He was Gramps, but he was
Yeah.
sometimes neglecting his grandson, you know. But I mean that actually hit the feels pretty hard, and I didn't expect that at all.
Dang, I forgot about that, man. That
I
I
mean,
actually I, that was a big moment in Naruto, man.
I think that was one of the first deaths in.
Yeah, that was no, it was be Zabuza and Kohaku.
Okay, but that was more. That wasn't like an actual.
Oh,
I
that was
mean,
a sad moment. Yeah.
it was sad, you know. Even though what was sadder was that Haku was a boy, you know.
Yeah. You're upset that you got gender bended?
I mean, bro, I was shocked, you know. I mean, like she looked like a girl, she talked like a girl, but I mean, she was a guy. I mean,
I'll be honest
dang.
with you. That was the first trap of anime I have ever seen. That that
That was
that
the
was
first trap?
I
yeah.
mean,
Honestly, like with Naruto, I thought I never would have realized
I
that
mean,
she would be a he, and I'm like, why?
bro, the first trap that ever got laid on me was Boku no Pico.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Stop.
I think we're going to end the stream right now.
Okay.
We're not
We're
going
gonna,
into Boku no Pico.
we're gonna pull away from that one right there.
Okay, so guys, thank you guys for watching the stream. Anybody who was watching the stream, thank you guys so much for watching our stream. If you guys want more of our content, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification button to get us more content and thing. And like I said, follow our social medias so you can get more updates and stuff. Guys, say it with me. They have to subscribe.
Yeah, she's right. Subscribe to the channel.
Yep, subscribe so we get more thing and support us please so we can get more of this content produced for you guys. So that's why we will get like next time we'll get a Black Clover coming in. I'll let you guys be update that in Twitter when we're gonna do our Black Clover so that you guys would get stay tuned with our actual Black Clover reaction. It's gonna be reaction, so it's not gonna be in YouTube. It's gonna be in Twitch. So thing, and we might be moving to Twitch for our One Piece one because we do want to cover the entire thing in a manga form, but I don't want to get copyright, so it's gonna be in Twitch. But if you still want us to talk about reviews in there, we will post that video in YouTube as well. So that way you guys can watch the aftermath of that as well. So don't forget, like I said, hit that notification like button, comment below if you want more of this and you want Pizza-Kun, Senpai here, Aiki Senpai coming back, and Miu coming back. And this is Kiwi. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.